Welcome to your first Excel tutorial on statistics. We're going to go and enter Google Excel Sheets into the search bar. It will take us to a drop-down menu of all the searches. We're going to click on number 1. It will take you to Google Excel and you have an option of personal or business. We will use personal. Once we open the sheet, you have a menu here. We are going to find the mean. But before we get there, we need to open a new spreadsheet. So we click blank. When the spreadsheet's open, you will have a blank spreadsheet. The first thing you want to do is give it a title. Google will auto-save all of your work. We're going to entitle it Finding the Mean. And you just want to get in the habit of doing that because you don't want to lose your work. It's very frustrating. We're just going to do a quick review of Excel worksheet. This is some bars of tools. Here's your title. A, B, C, and D are columns because they go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. are rows because they go left to right. When you get familiar with Excel, you will enter formulas here or your data sets. When you enter information into the cells, you click enter and it'll automatically scoot down to the next one like this. Okay, so super simple. If you watched our last video, you know that we used the numbers 1, 8, 2, and 7. Well, that's not a 7, that's a 4. Let's change that to 7. There you go. And this is what we call a data set. Data sets are just a group of numbers. That's it. Not a big whoop, not very complicated. Well, today we are looking to find the mean. What is the mean? That's the average of this group of numbers. Of what? Our data set. There you go. Now you're sounding like a mathematician. Now the formula for finding the average is what? Add everything up and then divide by the number of values that you added, right? In statistics, the formula is the sum of the data set divided by the number of values in the data set. And that just means the exact same thing, except one of them sounds fancier. But whatever. This is what we're doing. Okay? So now the first thing you want to do in statistics is organize your data set. Well, why are we organizing our data set? Well, because we need to look at the numbers from least to greatest. Do you need to do that when you're finding the mean? No. But we want to get into good habits, right? A good habit is to order from least to greatest, because sometimes just doing that will give you the answer. And it'll help you interpret what's happening in your data set. So we're going to do that now. Highlight your data set like this. If you don't know how to do that, you simply put your cursor, that's the little arrow or finger that you have on your screen. You point it to A1. Click here on the left of your mouse or your pad on your laptop or whatever it is you're using. Hold it and then scroll down. Let go, and that's your data set. The toolbar we're going to use is data. Not that one. Go away. Data. Click on that and we are going to sort. Now we can sort the column or we can sort the range. And either way, if you click on sort column A, it'll sort all of it. But you see, it also sorted this. And maybe you don't want to do that. So Control Z. Control Z just reverts back. If you don't know how to do that with Control Z, then you click these arrows here, which is undo, redo. We're going to undo our little boo-boo here. Highlight, go back to data, and we can select sort range. There you go. And now it just sorted the numbers. So it's up to you how you want to do that. You can also customize the sorting when you get into larger data sets with multiple columns and multiple rows, and that'll happen in a different tutorial. So now that we organized our values, you can see that it's 1, 2, 7, 8. It's from least to greatest. And in order to get the formula for the mean or the average, Excel does not understand text this way. It's a giant calculator. So it wants you to use symbols and or numbers. So here are our numbers. We're going to use the symbol of summation. This is a statistics symbol, and it just means to add. But in Excel, it gives you all of your formulas. So we can do it the long way where we sum and then divide, but we don't want to do that because we're busy. So just click average, boop, and it'll give you the formula. There's an example and values that it's considering. So let's look at it. All formulas begin with equal. We're looking for the average, which also translates into the mean of a data set. And our data set goes from A1 to A4. And this formula is how Excel understands what it is that you're trying to do. So just click enter, and that is your answer. So if you found this tutorial helpful, go ahead and click subscribe so that you know when I put up new tutorials. This tutorial is happening in October of 2020. Once we get through the full semester, there probably won't be any new tutorials, but you can always forward this to someone who might need it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.